Guruji, why does humanity seem to repeat history? Why do we keep on fighting against each other?
It is a circle because the whole winning and losing is a circle. We are not able to learn from it because we are preparing to master it. And we create a loser, then we are preparing how to handle such a situation in much better way. But it is important to understand it is a situation we are trying to handle much better way, but not the root of the situation. We are not talking about removing the root, removing the cause of the problem. We are trained to, when such issues is expressed or when such issue come to the surface, how to handle that, how to suppress it. That's why we are losing it. You are not able to sleep, put a sleeping pill, you sleep. You are seducing yourself. But the problem is still there. And every time your body learns how to manage it. And at one point, these pills are not valid in your body anymore. It is not effective. So, any kind of technology we find, how to handle the enemy, we are in the path of destruction, we are in the path of losing, we are in the path of repeating again because we are learning how to handle the enemy. We are not learning how to live without the enemy. Living without the enemy means not removing the enemy, but removing the enmity. It's two different things. We have enmity towards each other. Not removing the enemy, but removing the enmity within us. We have to learn, first of all, the truth is we are all one human species, one humanity. We are all, such an intelligent species, such a gift, ability to understand, ability to love, ability to take care. This is the human species. By loving human species, humanity is full of compassion, full of love, full of care, and full of peace within it. We don't recognize this capacity that we are naturally gifted to love, gifted to live in peace, gifted to take care of each other beyond our boundaries. This is our human species, strength of our human species. But we don't explore this very much. Instead of, we explore how to protect us from others, how to master others, how to put boundaries to others. Naturally, we will fail. Life without enemy means a life without enmity. We have to learn that. That's the lesson. Otherwise, we are learning the lesson how to prepare ourselves to meet such a situation in a very efficient way. Still, we maintain the enemy. It won't function. No matter how technology we have, no matter who wins, who loses, the story will come, it will rebound in some other forms. From some other corner of the world, the problem will arise. It's like a balloon filled with water. You press this side, that side is bulging out. Same way. Somewhere it needs to come up. The point is, we have to find the way how to live in peace with each other as a whole humanity. That is the path. not against each other. You take the religions, the major religions, and you take those saints who realized messengers to the humanity, what kind of message they brought. We all believe, most of the humans are believing, you know. Most of the people believe some form of religion. Very less amount claim they don't believe. They believe that they don't believe anything. But 99% of the people believe some kind of, message, divine message, no matter which religion they belong. But if you listen all those messages, deep inside, it's all about love and peace and how to live in harmony with each other, the ethical point of living with each other. But still we fight. Even in the name of that, which one is the right form, right peace, we are fighting with each other. We have to move further. Nothing to blame. We have to move further. We have to rediscover our life in this planet. We have to rediscover the life itself in this planet. We have to rediscover our body, rediscover this planet, rediscover our life in this planet. Gone too far. The situation will force us to rediscover. It's better we do it without creating a situation.
How to not be negatively influenced by news making us believe that there's an enemy that we need to fight against.
We have to recognize our need to project the enemy. Because inside of us, we have a lot of unsolved emotions. And these emotions, we are always trying to find a place to project, a screen to project. And every situation takes place, and we got the opportunity to put that energy into that. We need someone to blame. Today is this war, and yesterday it was COVID, and day before yesterday it was something else. And constantly, like media is busy, constantly our inner media also very busy to finding something to fight about it. Because if you don't have anyone to project, we are in trouble because we have to handle it ourselves. It's always good to put everything someone else. Even the world is wrong, so we have a wrong world. Why I am like this? I have a wrong partner. I'm not in peace. I have wrong children, or I have wrong parents. I have wrong masters or teachers. We have always created someone as responsible for my inner emotions to express it. This we have to, every individual need to recognize it. Do you understand? Like now, this is what I am upset about, and yesterday I was upset about something else, and previously. So we can study 10 years of our life, how I changed those phases and subject, and constantly I was busy in fighting against something or for something and expressing my emotion, directing my emotion towards that. Do I remember any time I didn't have that? Suddenly tomorrow there's no issue to fight about it. What will happen to me is I am ready to live in peace. Most of the time, among the rebel groups, in many ethnic war or ethnic issues, no one teach the people to live in peace. Everyone is teaching to fight against someone, fight for freedom, After the fight, how to live in peace, no one is trained. Everyone is trained to fight for freedom. That's why even if they get the opportunity to live in freedom, they are not ready because they are not trained to live in freedom, trained to live in peace. It is very important. As much as we are trained to fight for something, also we need the same amount of education to live in peace. Peace education is very, very important. We learned about how much horrible thing happened, took place in the humanity, but we never learned anything peaceful. We never learned about the peaceful humanity. Or we also never learn how it's going to be, what kind of peaceful humanity we will have. Even in our educational system, we don't have a proposal for peace. When we talk about the peace, we are talking about the conflict. All the peace management is nothing but managing the conflict. It's totally two different things. Living in peace and managing the conflict is not the same thing. Same way, healthy living is not about how to manage the sickness. Healthy living is possible only without the sickness. Other one is you are sick, you are managing the sickness. Of the peace education, most of the time, we are talking about conflict management in the name of peace. It's very important to recognize. We are not talking about how to live in peace. When there is no any conflict, how you are going to sustain yourself? When there is no any conflict, how we are going to relate with each other? When we don't have boundaries, borders, conflict, issues, when we don't have anything of those things, how we are going to relate, integrate with each other? We never learn because we don't have any proposal towards the peace. We don't have any proposal to integrating everyone, every culture, every race, every ethnic groups as under the one humanity, under the one umbrella. We don't have a proposal. We always have a proposal how to manage the conflict. So it is very important to recognize that I always, or we as an individual, we always find something to fight. Now, when we are, constantly engaged in the internet also, we have to recognize what I am looking for, because internet provide what you are looking for, and we have to recognize that I am applying a mode of searching. Do you understand? I am applying a mode of searching. I need to know this mode, what I have, what kind of mode I have. Because few times I look for something, fourth time it is given to me. Few times I project the problem to others, fourth time it's automatic response. So we can't blame the media. Media, so many informations are there. What information you are looking, information comes to you. It is important. So it's not like you should not be informed, but you have to get to know what kind of information is giving to you, what kind of information is satisfying you. And you have to recognize this satisfaction or this disappointment. You say, consciously or unconsciously, what you are looking for. And if you come to know what I'm looking for not available, let go of that search. You try to look within you. Do you understand? Within you. It is important. Individual peace is important. I'm not saying close yourself. I'm saying open yourself. Get to know about the world. But also, whatever you are getting to know, you must get to know you. It must, whatever you are knowing, must help you to understand how you function. Because it's very easy to blame something external, without reflecting how as an individual level I am functioning. You know, it's not going to be helpful to you or to the world.
How to remain in peace when we receive so much painful news every day?
Every information you bring into you by taste, nose, ears, by seeing, by touching, no matter in what form, no matter which sense you are bringing the information inside of you, this information trying to create two things. One is this experience. Every information create experience in you. Every experience create two things in you. One is making it to, sense the same experiences, same information, which create the same experience, which reinforce the same experience. The second is you are also creating same experience in others. So any news you bring into a body is not just a news. You are bringing an experience into your body. This is very, very important to recognize this process. Any information you bring into a body, or read or hear, you are bringing an experience inside of your body. It's not a news. This news is creating experience inside of your body. Peace or pain, doesn't matter. Any kind of news is creating experiences. When you have this experience, you want to continue this experience, reinforce this experience, and also you create the same experience to others. When the information you receive is creating fear in you, it's a fearful experience. Then you constantly finding the similar information in whatever you do in your surroundings, which bring the same fear inside of you. And also you will create fear in other person. You have to recognize this. If you recognize this, then you can decide what kind of experience I like to have, what kind of experience I want to radiate to my surroundings, and what kind of news can stimulate such an experience within me, what way I can radiate this experience to others. More and more you come to know what you want to give. Then you can see the news also changing. Yes, we are running after it. So we are. So it's not about closing down. It's all about first knowing what you are looking for. Whatever you look for, it will come to you. Everything. You have a problem, the problem, you are inviting the problem to you, is reached. You have peace, you invited the peace, it's reached you. You have pain, you invited the pain. Everything take responsibility. In what way I invited everything towards me. If this is not what I want, I can say this is not what I want. It will not change. I must recognize this is not what I want, but I want something else. I have to find what I want. By the time I recognize, I realize what I want, everything changes. Then I start to invite what I want. Now I am inviting only what I don't want because I know only what I don't want. See? So, most of the time people say, I don't want this, I don't want that. But rarely you hear, I don't want that, but I want this. Since we know only what we don't want, we are also inviting what we know. So get to know what you want. By knowing what you want, you see suddenly you will end up in a situation, end up in a news which is giving what you want. Everything is there. You follow? So, if you think you really want peace, you really want bliss, you really want harmony, you really want freedom, direct your senses towards that. Because you have to establish this thirst, that strengthen this thirst. So work towards that. If that's what you want, then you bring that application in our thoughts, words, and action. Then you start to move. We may say, I want something, but in my thoughts I am not applying, in my words I am not applying, in my action I am not applying. I want to have peace, I am ready to die for the peace. See, it is conflicting with each other. I want to live in peace, I don't want to die for the peace, I want to live for the peace. Peace is beautiful.